Hey guys, what's going on? It's Skater Boy, okay? I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time I had the chillest teacher in the world with the worst class ever, okay? I keep making stories like this. Well, I can't help it, okay? Things keep on happening, and I just keep on remembering it because it happened literally yesterday. Anyway, like and subscribe, or guess what? Your grandma's gonna turn into the peanut butter baby and is always gonna go, on top of the counter table during Thanksgiving and throw peanut butter at you. I don't think you want that, so don't forget to like and subscribe. So, like I said, every single class that I've ever been in, the teacher writes a note saying that we're the absolute worst class that they've ever been in. And honestly, they think that we're the worst class that honestly ever existed, except for, that one where they shot the school, alright? Probably a worse class, but still, okay? And they'll be like, oh yeah, the worst teaching or the worst group I've ever had to teach in my whole entire career, alright? And it got a little worse because the sub was a super relaxed guy, okay? To be honest with you, he seemed like a great guy, okay? What a wonderful, swell man. Listen, he's just trying to get some money for his retirement. I'm guessing he's gonna go on a trip, right? So, at the beginning of class, some students walk in, okay? And then there's a sophomore, alright? He looks like number 4 from the kids next door if he was built like a Gumby and a ginger and wore glasses. But, he walks in, and then there's another JR OTC kid that walks in, okay? He's a little bit of a wackadoodle. Most kids don't like him, okay? He's a little bit of a wackadoodle, like I just said, okay? And all of a sudden, he raises his hand. The teacher's not even in the room, all right? He's a little bit developmentally delayed, right? A little bit developmentally challenged, some might even say. So I'm kind of cool with him, right? He really likes me for some odd reason. I think he just thinks I'm funny because sometimes I'll stick up for him for a little bit. Like, hey, leave him alone, okay? Leave the JRTC kid alone, all right? I know he smells like rotten onions, but still you need to relax a little bit, okay? Don't be playing, try to hide his hat and see if he can realize. All right, so I look at him and I'm like, hey, that's probably not the best idea in the whole entire world for, to snitch on because everybody's going to get upset with you. And let's just see where it goes, okay? If he's too disruptive, be like, oh, he's not even in the class, okay? But if he's just kind of chill and just doing nothing that's that bad and he's just like really unfunny, doesn't have any good jokes, and kick him out, just let us enjoy the day, all right? But we're in class, okay, and one kid, all right, he starts making fart noises with his hand. And I wish I was joking, right? Because we're seniors at this point, okay? Honestly, you think that we grow from a little bit of maturity and not act like fourth graders. But, I wouldn't even lie to you guys, all right? I'm not even gonna add details. No fabrications in this story, okay? For the HUDs, as might some say, all right? Or that might just be for my creepy uncle, whatever. It kind of just is what it is at this point. But he starts making fart noises, and everybody is laughing and talking. Then this kid raises his hand, and I'm not even joking. He's like, why are my parents getting a divorce? I just feel like it's because of me, and I can't take it anymore. Why does my papa have to leave me? All I did was throw up on his shoes twice, and I only left 4 upper deckers in the toilet. Why is he acting like I'm horrible? And why? Why? And he just starts crying, and everyone is dying laughing. While the sub just looks like Butterbean. Like, he actually does look like Butterbean, okay, but a little bit shorter. And he's trying to get everybody to shut up. Then this kid says, can we watch a movie? And guess what movie he picks? Out of all the selection, guess what movie he picks? I want to watch Narrator versus Skibbity Toilet, okay? Then people start dying laughing once again. And I look over, this kid is lying on the ground. I'm curious, what is the JRTC kid looking at? Alright? I walk over just to take a little glance. Guess what he's watching? You'll never guess. He's watching Two Girls, One Cup. Okay? Because the kids around him said, yeah, look it up. It's actually really funny. It's the greatest cinematic video I've ever seen in my whole entire life. The way that they do it is just so against the original construct that people have made against movies. And he's like, oh, sophisticated words. I want to be sophisticated, and I want to do this. Okay, the two kids that are using big words have no idea what the hell they mean. He's just heard other people say it. All right? And so I'm like, what the hell is he watching? All right? Because it's a little bit weird that he's watching Two Girls, One Cup in the middle of school. All right? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay, guess what they then do? All right? They walk up behind him and they grab his beanie. Then they start playing monkey in the middle with his hat. Okay, the teacher comes over. They start playing monkey in the middle with the teacher. Okay? And it's just like, god damn, okay, this is kind of funny. Alright? I look to my right while they're playing monkey in the middle, and this kid to my right's taking a blinker with his dab pen, okay? And it smells like absolute boof in the class, with a hint of lemon from the kid hiding his geek bar and hitting it like an asthmatic kid about to have a heart attack. Alright? And so seriously, you can't even make this up. Okay, the teacher finally gets the hat back. Alright, he tells everybody settle down. You know high school doesn't matter for most of you, but you can learn things from it. Okay, you can learn from mistakes so you don't do them in the future. Because if you get in a fight at school and get suspended, guess what? You go to jail in the real world. Guess what happens if you break up with your girlfriend? In the real world, that's a divorce. I have many of them. Which means losing your house, okay? Losing your kids, losing everything you care about. Y'all want to know how I know this? Because it honestly happened to me multiple times. And he, like, says that twice. And it's like, oh, god damn, I kind of feel bad for Butterbean. Okay, to be completely honest, I don't think you should probably be saying this to really obnoxious high schoolers. You know, it just probably isn't the move. You think bringing up a divorce as soon as a kid says, my parents got divorced because I lived a couple upper deckers. Probably not the best move, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so then he starts to play a video of an audiobook, okay? Then he comes over to their back table, alright? You're not going to guess what starts to happen, okay? And he's like, you know, y'all have to get some work done. And I'm like, I got everything done, all right? I'm chilling, all right? I don't pay attention most of the time. I get one assignment. I BS my way through it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I just write a lot of words, do bad handwriting on purpose so that way you can't read it very well, and he just gives me a good grade, you know, just kind of the meta at this point. Honestly, that's just the meta in school in general, okay? If you do that, it's kind of the move, to be 100% honest with you. So then Ty, okay, he's in this class too. He's like, am I ugly? Because none of the hus want to talk to me. All right. And the teacher's like, no, no, no. I'm like, is he fugly? He's like, what's that? Does that mean effing ugly? And the kid says, yeah, I can't get no hus. There's this one girl that keeps on saying that she wants to eat my booty, and I don't want her. But the funniest part is this sophomore girl is literally following us to class, and she said that to him, right? Which is funny as hell, okay? And he's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be, you should probably tell somebody. And he's like, I'm telling you. Well, I'm not going to do anything about it. Just tell her to stop or something. Or maybe she wants to date you. He's like, she's a freshman. And I feel like I'm being being on the opposite end of being groomed. He's like, oh, well, you know, that's probably not the best thing. And guess what is happening while he's doing this? This kid's acting like he's grabbing the teacher's bald head and is giving him back shots. And I'm looking at him, and I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to give the teacher a hint with my eyes because he knows something's going on, but he just does not care in the slightest. Then, believe it or not, guess what Ty does? He literally pulls out a pack of Zins, some 3 milli vanillis, okay? He pulls them out of his bag, and like he acts like he's flashing. He kind of just like makes a sight where the teacher can see a glance. And the kid to his right, okay, he's like, hey, do you want to try these? Yeah, they're 3 milli vanillis. He's like, what does that mean? Oh, well, you know how like you smoke cigarettes? He's like, oh, I don't smoke. I only smoke cigars sometimes. He's like, well, you put them in your lip. You put them in your upper deck. You know, pop a little upper decky, all right? Go straight to the cranium, all right? Give it a little bit of a massage from Jesus or the Messiah. You know, it just kind of is what it is. And the teacher's like, oh, well, I'm okay. He's like, do you want some? He literally has the package and shows him it. He has it, and he's like, yeah, do you want them? Yeah, for some reason, like, I think the teachers want to, like, get rid of him or something. He's like, oh, well, I know you're not supposed to have him at school, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter, okay? And it's like, oh, okay. And then I asked him, like, yeah, I show him, like, some of my fighting videos, because I fight a lot. Like, I'm not, like, street fighting, but I actually box a lot. I like to fight. All right. And then I'm like, yeah, so, you know, are we going to get in trouble? The teacher's like, for what? And he's like, oh, because he flashed Zins at you. He's like, no, you're not going to get in trouble. I didn't see anything. I don't know you. I don't even know your names. What are your names? I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't know your names, okay? It just kind of is what it is. And then he walks back, and he turns around, winks at us, and we're just dying laughing, okay? And this is the funniest part of the story. We walk out of class, and the freshman girl walks behind Ty and says, I want to eat your booty, okay? And I said to the teacher, there's like another teacher down the hall. I'm like, did you hear what she just said to him? And he's like, no, what? I'm like, oh, shit, he actually was going to try to get him in trouble. Or I guess get her in trouble. And I'm laughing. And I just walk off. Anyway, me and Ty walk into the sunset and, you know, drink some kombucha on the sea. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and tell me if there's anything I can improve on.
Yeah. My dad used to say, whatever is whatever. Never may be never, but it's ever.